Deep in the hills of southern France, near the town of Cadarache, engineers are building something that has never existed before. A machine designed to recreate the power of the sun here on Earth. It is called ITER, the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, and it represents one of the largest scientific collaborations in human history. The idea driving this project is both simple and extraordinary. Deep inside stars, immense heat and pressure force hydrogen atoms to fuse together, releasing staggering amounts of energy. This is fusion, the same process that powers every star in the night sky. Unlike the nuclear fission used in today's power plants, fusion produces no long-lived radioactive waste and carries no risk of meltdown. If harnessed, it could offer a nearly limitless source of clean energy. The challenge has always been control. Recreating the conditions of a star requires temperatures exceeding 150 million degrees Celsius, 10 times hotter than the core of the sun itself. To contain plasma at such extreme temperatures, no physical material could survive contact with it. Instead, ITER relies on a design called a tokamak, a donut-shaped chamber that uses powerful superconducting magnets to suspend the plasma in place, held by magnetic fields rather than walls. Inside this chamber, hydrogen isotopes, deuterium and tritium, will be heated into a plasma so energetic that their nuclei fuse, releasing energy in the process. The scale of the machine itself is staggering. Its central magnet system alone weighs thousands of tons, built from special superconducting cable cooled to temperatures colder than deep space. When complete, ITER's goal is to produce 500 megawatts of fusion power from just 50 megawatts of input energy, a tenfold energy gain that would prove, for the first time, that fusion can generate far more power than it consumes. This is not the work of one nation. ITER is the product of a partnership begun in the late 1980s, bringing together the European Union, the United States, Russia, China, Japan, South Korea, and India. Together, these nations represent more than half the world's population, united by a single scientific goal. Components are manufactured across dozens of factories on 3 continents, then transported and assembled piece by piece at the Cadarache site, in what is considered one of the most complex engineering efforts ever undertaken. The path has not been easy. Since construction began, the project has faced significant delays and rising costs, growing from an original estimate of a few billion euros to tens of billions today. What was once expected to achieve first plasma by the early 2020s has now been rescheduled, with current plans targeting the mid-2030s for that milestone, and full deuterium-tritium fusion experiments following some years later. Such setbacks are not unusual for a project attempting something no one has ever built before, a machine operating at the very edge of physics and engineering. It's important to understand what ITER is and what it is not. ITER will not generate electricity for homes or cities. It has no turbines, no generators connected to a power grid. Its purpose is purely experimental, to prove, at a scale never before attempted, that controlled fusion can produce a sustained net energy gain. The knowledge gained here is meant to inform the next generation of reactors, future power plants designed to convert fusion energy into usable electricity for the world. Even as ITER moves forward, it does not stand alone. Around the globe, private companies and national laboratories are racing to achieve similar breakthroughs, some using entirely different reactor designs, competing to reach commercial fusion power first. Whether ITER or another approach ultimately leads the way, the pursuit itself marks a turning point in energy research. For decades, nuclear fusion was called the energy of the future, and always 30 years away. But in Cadarache, steel and superconducting wire are turning that distant promise into physical reality. Piece by piece, nation by nation, Humanity is building a star on Earth, not to hold on to forever, but to learn from, so that one day its energy might